What would you do if you met someone online, got close to them, but have never met them in person, only to realize that they might not be real? But then, after moving on with someone else, you come to realize again that your former online lover was actually real? Ha! This is the plot for the movie Nobody's Fool. Well, it is more intriguing than that. Before we get into it, like this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload another awesome movie review. Nobody's Fool is a 2018 American romantic comedy film written and directed by Tyler Perry. It was released in the United States on November 2, 2018, by Paramount Pictures. It stars Tiffany Haddish, Tika Sumpter, Omari Hardwick, of the Power Ghost series fame, Mehcad Brooks, Amber Riley, and Whoopi Goldberg. It follows a recently paroled woman, Tanya, who tries to help her sister with a man who may be catfishing her. After her release from prison, Tanya learns that her sister Danica is in love. However, suspicious that Dancia is getting catfished, Tanya decides to dig deeper into the matter. Danica is a successful employee at a top marketing firm. She has been in a relationship with Charlie, a man she met online a year ago, but with whom they have never seen each other in real life. When she is sent to go pick up her recently paroled sister Tanya from prison, her mother Lola also tells Danica that Tanya must stay at her house. When they get to Danica's place, Tanya is amazed by Danica's apartment. She seems to be living the good life. Tanya also discovers that Danica's ex-fiancé Bailey left her for another woman. The next day, after Tanya's release from prison, Tanya and Danica stop by the Brown Bean, a coffee shop next to Danica's workplace. Frank, Omari Hardwick, the shop's owner, who is in love with Danica, insists that he will let Tanya work at the shop after Tanya helps him at the coffee shop. Tanya earned herself the job because she showed that she could be helpful. When Danica goes to pick up Tanya from work that night, she accidentally walks into an AA meeting that is being held in the store. She overhears that Frank used to abuse alcohol, and also discovers that he was in prison for 7 years. Before that, Tanya contacts the reality show, Catfish, via email that Frank let her use. Later on that same day, Danica receives news that Charlie, her online boyfriend, now has Wi-Fi and is going to FaceTime her. The Catfish crew comes over to her house without Danica's knowledge. Danica, her friend, Tanya, and the Catfish crew all wait for Charlie to call, but no call comes through. That confirms that Danica was just being catfished. After Tanya finds out that Charlie is actually a man named Lawrence, Danica says negative things to Tanya, which upsets Tanya so much that she decides to move out and go to their mother's house. However, their mother refuses to stay with Tanya and makes her keep staying with Danica. Upset and embarrassed, Danica fails to work on a work-related assignment that would have earned her a promotion. She shows up to work the following morning tired and unprepared to present the campaign she was to work on to get the promotion. So, instead, she gets suspended. Tanya, Danica, and Danica's friend Callie track down Lawrence, a man who uses a wheelchair, and Tanya sets his hair on fire for lying to Danica. The next day, Frank stops by to cheer up Danica, and they end up talking about their past relationships, only to end up making out. Now, feeling weirded out by what just happened, Danica calls Callie and tells her that she just slept with Frank. She claims she doesn't find him attractive because of his criminal past, not knowing that he is still in her apartment. Frank hears it all. Now feeling guilty for hurting Frank's feelings, Danica realizes that she does like him and wants to give him a second chance. She apologizes at the coffee shop and then they romance again. They begin to date afterward. 3 months later, Danica and Callie find out that Charlie is real and his account got hacked by Lawrence, Charlie's old college coach. Charlie shows up at Danica's office. Frank sees Danica leaving her job with Charlie as they hold each other. He breaks up with her. Danica proceeds to go on an awful date with Charlie and realizes he isn't the one for her after all. She goes to win Frank back. Hurt by her actions, Frank is reluctant to let Danica in his house until she sings, On Bended Knee, in the rain, something he told her he once did, and they reunite as a couple. In an end tag, Tanya, just for the fun of it, crashes Bailey's wedding as payback for him hurting her sister. If you haven't watched this movie, you might want to check it out. If you have, share your thoughts on the movie in the comment section below. Did you enjoy this review? like the video. Subscribe to the channel too. See you on the next one.